So this will be just a taste of the straight sword. At some point we'll do a real unit on this form because it's a really cool form. And the element of the weapon is water. And so it's, in some ways it's like the most Tai Chi of the weapons, of the Tai Chi weapons, if that makes sense. Like they're all the Tai Chi weapons forms are Tai Chi, but this is my opinion, maybe not just my opinion, but an opinion, that this is that this one is the most sort of, the essence of Tai Chi in this weapon. I'm telling you about it and also giving people time to grab their swords if they need to. I said the element is water. While the saber would be considered more of a peasant weapon, like something that you would give your conscripts or whatever, the straight sword is more like the scholar weapon. Or the gentleman, I don't know what you want to call it. This weapon is less hack and slash. You know, the saber is it's a big knife, really. It's chopping, it's slashing. This is more like you might think of traditional fencing or something, where you're more stabbing. It does have double edges, but mostly it's for stabbing. And the weapon would be used to less of a direct attack, but more of like clever, like attacking the joint or finding the hole in the armor. As we practice this form, the most important thing is softness. The element's water. There's very little hardness to it. It's not frozen water. It's not ice. So, let's begin. It's been a while. Let's see, does it start behind? I think it does. Yeah. Nope, starts in front. And then we take a step. That's right. Okay. So the starting position, you're going to have it just like you'd laid it flat in your palm, grabbing with 3 fingers and the thumb, and then 1 finger. Some people do 2, but 1 finger kind of down the hilt to hold it. And then you would have it in front of you with the flat end, not the sharp end, against your body. And when it's there, you know where it is because you can feel it. So you know it's not off. Don't nick yourself with it, right? It's worse than a shaving nick. You can get that up in there. So here you go. Start with it here. The first move is called step forward. Step forward, moving sword and arm together, I believe. And you're going to step with the right. Let the sword come out from the body a little way so it can rotate as you step forward. The right and then the left. And then it'll be behind you in the same manner that was in the front of you when you began. Divinity points the way is next. And it feels kind of like brush knee push. I didn't talk about sword fingers yet. There's no time today. We'll talk about sword. You've got them. You've got the sword fingers. Short version is this. Feels like a rude gesture, but that's it. So divinity points the way. You're going to turn to the left, circle the right hand across. Turn to the right, circle the left hand across. Sink to your double dragons. Shift to your left, turn, and then think like almost like you're striking with your palm or pushing with your palm in the sword finger. Oh, let's do one more just for fun. Shift back, turn to the left, shift to the left, step with the right, and it's going to be kind of like press. So you're going to take the sword, connect it to the arm, shift forward, and you'll have basically like a press, but with sword finger, with sword. Okay, let's start with that. You probably went farther than that before, right? Yeah. Okay. Put it in front. Step forward, moving sword and hand, that's sword and hand together. Step with the right, step with the left. Divinity points the way, circle in, step, shift, turn. 3 rings around the moon, 1, shift back, turn to the left, shift to the left, step with the right, connect the press, shift forward, press. Now let's do one more. There's 2 of these, so shift back, turn to the right, shift to the right, step with the left, connect the other press, like backwards from your form, but still connected. Okay, reset. Just do that a couple more times. Start with it in the front. And step forward, moving sword and hand together. Divinity points the way, circle in, step, shift. around the moon 1, back. Turn to your left. Step. Shift. Turn. 3 rings 2, shift back, turn to your right. Step. Shift. Okay. Watch it from the front. We might do this right up to the half hour. So, you know, check out the moves, but also check out the way of moving, the softness. So as much relaxation in the arms, which means more waist turning, softness, softness, softness. Any questions about it so far?
No, I thought on the second push the sword was out. Not in.
No, yeah, it's in. So both times it's going to be like that. So the question is about on the kind of press-like moves, the outside arm. So yeah, so the first one is familiar because it's just like your press from before, but sword hand, right? So when you come back and turn, yeah, it's gonna still have that palm. So yeah, the way to feel it, it's a little strange how it works, but it's kind of like the palm heel of the sword fingers is pushing through the other fingers, through the hilt to the other palm, in what would feel like kind of a press kind of move.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you turn it out, it actually has the wrong twist and the elbow starts to come up.
Okay, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. Good question. So both times, actually we can try this real quick. Go ahead and face this way and just do like your normal press from your yang form. Feel that connection for a moment. Yep. And then you could shift back and turn and step with your left and do what might feel really weird because it's never in your form, but it's a press on the other side. Yeah, it does feel weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to practice the mirror image of my yang. Okay, so we're about out of time, really. We may come back to this. Remember, it's not about memorizing it or getting it down. It's about getting the essence and helping push your training forward. I think Head Instructor Durkin's been talking to y'all about that. One more time from the top.
Yes, sir.
Remember, softness is most important. Step forward, moving sword and hand together. Divinity points the way. 3 rings around the moon 1. Three rings around the moon 2. And next is
No.
All right, let's bow around this pat. Just under the wire.
Figg, thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, bow 2, advanced intermediate students. Master's path dismissed.